Okay, Joey and Roger, thanks very much.
Gary.
Again, you're watching your public television station, WTVI. This is live by request, folks. This is live television at its best, featuring the legendary Roger Williams. And how it works tonight, you determine what the content of the program is. You do that by calling in your request. For a pledge of $150, Roger will play your song, whatever that would be. He'll do a dedication, but for a pledge of $150, that's what we're asking tonight, and Roger will personally do your request. If you want to go at the $250,
Hey,
yes,
Gary.
you know what?
You know something?
You know what? You're a prince. You know that? Everybody tell you,
Oh,
you
come on.
are a prince. You really are.
Now listen, if somebody calls in right now, and this good-looking guy, in fact, if you call in right now, I'll answer the phone. Will you do it, you guys? And I'll dedicate the next one especially to you. Oh, there we go.
All right. Well, so Roger has made a challenge. In fact, I'm gonna let you slide over this way, and let me take your mic here.
Gary,
So
you
can
never
do
know what's going to happen.
All right, watch your step here. We don't want you to fall. Okay. Again, it's by request tonight is the program. A pledge of $150. Roger will play your favorite song when you call in tonight. That's how this works. This whole program is 3 hours of Roger Williams. Again, $150 level. If you can put that on a credit card, that would be terrific. Now, why are we asking you to support WTVI and public television? What's this all about? Well, it's public television. It's viewer-supported, not advertiser-supported. And the programs that you see each and every day and each and every week are made possible by those of you on the other side of the camera tonight. Those of you that are nestled in snugly in your rooms tonight, in your living rooms, in your family rooms with your televisions. You, as a member, make our programs possible. That's why we want your involvement tonight. Roger has come down here to help us raise some money during August for our membership drive. We'd like to keep him busy. He'll play all the songs tonight that you request at the $150 level. We've got some other great thank you gifts at the $75 level. We'll send you his greatest hits CD. You can call in. It doesn't matter what the amount of your contribution is tonight, folks. We just want to rally our phones in support of Roger Williams and his belief and his passion for public broadcasting and public television. He's here tonight because our members made it possible. So call the numbers on the screen, and let's keep Roger busy tonight with this beautiful music tonight. Joey.
Hello, here I am over here. Hi, everybody. Please call the number on your screen here at WTVI. This is your community television station. Let's go over to Lucy LeGrand. She has a special guest. Lucy.
I do have a very special guest. You know, Roger Williams' music is so beautiful and full of romance. And I have a great love story that's actually live here in our studio tonight. It's a real treat. Sally Jordan joins me. Her husband, Ken Jordan, is right to my right. And actually, there is such a unique thing that she holds in her hands. Albums, folks. Remember those? I totally forgot about them. And she actually has some. But the special thing is, Sally, you're actually holding albums of Roger Williams. Tell us a little bit about this success story here and how you held on to these.
Well, these are only 2 of our Roger Williams collection. We have a lot of Roger Williams albums, and it was fun going back and looking through the collection today and choosing 2 to bring. This one is actually one that my husband gave me before we were married. We were dating, and I think it's the first gift he gave me, and I've saved it all these years. And, you know, when I started listening to Roger Williams' music, I thought, you know, a man who likes this kind of music has to be a really great guy. And sure enough, he turned out to be just wonderful.
Well, he did, because he turned out to be wonderful. 35 years of marriage, right?
36, actually.
Oh, 36. That's fabulous. Well, congratulations, Ken. He's right over there. I say great being on a fabulous husband there. And what do you love about Roger Williams' music? What touches your heart and has made such special memories for you guys over the years?
Well, one thing that means so much to us is how often the songs were played while we were courting and young marrieds. And we went to his concerts here in Charlotte. I remember going to Ovens Auditorium and seeing him there. Ken used to usher at Ovens. He says his big memory is to see Roger Williams warming up before the concert and eating a sandwich, which always surprised us. You know, a great man, he actually eats a sandwich. But we have all these wonderful memories, and we play this music again and again. Well, now, we're moving to CDs now, though.
You are moving to CDs. But, Sally, the fact that you actually have a record player that can play albums is fabulous. You want to hold this up one more time? Let's see. This is called Temptation by Roger Williams, and Roger Williams plays Gershwin. That's fabulous. It's from the 1960s.
Yes, it is.
That's great. And Sally told me a neat story. She actually met her husband in kindergarten. So I would say this is a fabulous love story. And we have Roger Williams to thank. Thanks, Sally, for sharing your story.
Thank you for asking.
Joey's going to take it from here, but remember, call the number on your screen because we need your support tonight here at WTVI. We're so lucky to have Roger Williams joining us, but give us a call and make your request. Joey?
Lucy, thank you so much. And Sally, it's just a great thrill to have you here tonight, and I know it's a thrill for you to be here to get to meet Roger Williams once again. Folks, you have your chance. You can meet Roger Williams through the airwaves here, so please pick up the phone, call us. Your special dedication will be made to you by Roger coming up in the next hour right here. It's a special birthday medley, and this is a chance for you to be acknowledged, whether it's your birthday. Gary DeSantis just held up a sign and said, well, Joey, your birthday was last week, wasn't it? Ha, ha, ha. So I need to make a ha, ha, ha dedication and also a pledge here, right? I told you I got my, my letter back in the mail yesterday. So, folks, please support your community television station. We're all here, part of the family, WTVI. Gary?
Okay, Joey. Again, this is live by request tonight. It's Roger Williams. He is here playing your favorite song tonight for a pledge of $150. Make that pledge at $150, and let our phone operators who are part of the WTVI board tonight what the song is, and Roger will play that. At the $250 level, we have a real nice collection of gifts for you. You get the video Pop Goes the Ivories. You get 2 of Roger's CDs, his greatest hits, and Softly as I Leave You. And you get your favorite song played as well. At the $200 level, we'll send you the video of Pop Goes the Ivories and the 2 CDs, plus the request. Again, if you just like to hear a song and have Roger dedicate it, that's for a pledge of $150. At the $120 level, if you enjoy Roger's programs you've seen on public television, Pop Goes the Ivories is his most recent one. We'll send you that video at a pledge of $150. And then at the $75 level, the greatest hits CD as well. But he's live in the studio, and as Joey and Lucy have said, coming up in the next hour, he'll be doing a birthday medley. So if you have someone that you'd like to dedicate a birthday to, your wife or your husband or loved one, call that in tonight. The numbers are on the screen. We'd like to get all our phones busy with pledges of support. Again, remember, your contributions tonight enable WTVI to make its programs and its educational services possible. That's what you do when you become a member. So will you become our next member? Nobody is on the phone right now. We certainly hope that maybe you're just discussing which song it is that you'd like to hear, but we certainly would like to have your call tonight and your involvement as our next member. WTVI celebrates its 36th year on the air here in the Charlotte region, only because of those of you who have supported it over the years. So call the numbers on the screen. Again, at the $150 level, make that contribution and let our operators know which song you'd like to have Roger Williams play. Joey.
Quality television, it is your choice. Is it a mistake that you actually turned in tonight? I don't think so. You knew that Roger Williams was going to be in the studios this evening, right? You saw the ad in the paper. You've seen the promotions on our air. And you are here because this is a choice you've made, quality television. And we are making history here in Charlotte tonight by having Roger Williams live in the studio. Please take advantage of this. He said, do you have your VCR rolling? Folks, please record this program and call and make your pledge, the dedication of $150, and he will personally dedicate a song to you. This is your opportunity. Right here, quality television speaks very loud and clear in Charlotte. Charlotte and the great Piedmont has always supported WTVI as many years as we've been here, so please continue to do so. We're getting phone calls from the WTVI staff. We have Suzanne Milkey, who's made a pledge here. We're going to talk a little bit about that later on. We had Carol Sasser also. Folks, it's up to you, so please give us a call. Gary.
Okay, Joey. Again, contributions made by you tonight enable us to make our programs possible. That's what WTVI is about. It takes 60 seconds to have this happen. You call in, call one of the numbers on the screen tonight. Our operators who are answering the phone, again, these are the ladies and gentlemen. These are people just like you in the Charlotte community who are members of the board here at WTVI. They've given up Sunday night to come down and answer phones. They're going to ask for your name, your address, the amount of your pledge. Again, you can contribute at any level to become a WTVI member. But again, if you'd like to hear the Roger Williams or have Roger Williams play your song, that's for a pledge at $150, and it is tax deductible as well. You can put your pledge on a credit card, and if you can do that, we would greatly appreciate it. But the fact of the matter is that we can't do programs and we can't do educational services to the children of this area without your involvement. You are the ones that make that happen. It is your dollars that enable us to do that. So if quality television is important to you and your family, if you're enjoying Roger Williams tonight and he's come down here on his own dime, he's paid his own way to come to Charlotte to help us out. He is a member of public television and he is a big believer in what it represents as far as it being quality television. We'd like to continue that tradition for at least another 36 years. But see, I'm looking at the phones here. Look at everybody is just kind of twiddling their thumbs. So we certainly, don't tell me, you know what, don't tell me it was a mistake that we brought Roger Williams here. Oh, I just couldn't believe that. We really would like to hear from you tonight. We really would like to have you be the next caller and have Roger Williams play the song. And as I said, coming up in this next hour, Joey Popp has told you that if you've got a special birthday request that you'd like to dedicate to your wife or your husband or someone else in the family or grandma and grandpa, or maybe you're a friend of Joey Popp's and you want to have Roger play Happy Birthday because it was Joey's birthday this week, call that pledge in right now. We want to hear from you. Joey?
With me now is Marilyn Bowler. She sits on the board here at WTVI, a representative of the Charlotte Hornets. Great year the Hornets had. One anticipation coming up, as well as the Charlotte Sting with this playoff race.
Now we're very, very fortunate. We have two good teams.
Tell me about why you're here tonight.
I am here because my organization, both teams, the NBA and the WNBA, want to do whatever we can to be involved in the community. What better organization do we have than WTVI and public television?
Fantastic, Marilyn. We thank you so much for being here. And right next to you, we have the District Attorney, Peter Gilchrist. Thank you so much, Peter, for being here tonight, dedicating your time. We would like to put you to work.
Well, thank you. I hope somebody will call me up and make a pledge so we can support this public television station.
Maybe that's the call right there.
I hope so.
We certainly would like to have you to call us right here at WTVI, the number on your screen. This is a very momentous occasion here. Sunday evening, Roger Williams. You couldn't ask for more, could you? Lucy LeGrand.
Right over here. Thanks, Joey. Well, I am joined by another big Roger Williams fan, and this wonderful woman, Pat, happens to have 8 albums with her. So this is an album night. This is a real treat. Pat, how did you start your collection?
Well, when my husband and I were first married, Roger Williams was very popular then, and we collected a number of his albums.
Well, you know what, Roger? I'm learning that if you're married for a long time and listen to your music, your marriage will work. 'Cause she's been married 37 years. Wow. So I'm telling you what, that's the secret to success in a happy marriage. Pat, what's your favorite album or favorite CD today?
Well, it's hard to say. I like, of course, Born Free and More and Yellow Bird, Summer of '42.
Some good choices.
You know, you'd be surprised at the children that have been conceived to my music over the years. It's just amazing. I'm doing something right.
Well, listen, we need your support here at WTVI. We can't continue to do this without you. 365 days a year, fabulous programming comes into your home. So please call the number on your screen. And Pat, thanks for sharing some of your favorite albums and favorite songs. And I'm sure you'll be continuing to listen to Roger Williams throughout the next 30 years.
I think so.
All right. Back to you, Joey.
Okay, Roger, I promised a surprise for you, okay? A gentleman by the name of Jim Brinkley from Valdez called. That is up in the western part of the foothills of North Carolina, the Piedmont, western Piedmont. And he remembers going to a concert of yours back in the 50s at Lenore College in Hickory.
Gee,
okay?
Lord.
He said, Roger, you changed my life. And I would like to hear you play That's What Friends Are For. And later on, he's going to have you play a happy birthday to his wife. But will you play That's What Friends Are For to Jim Brinkley, because he saw you in the late 50s at Hickory, Lenore Ryan, and he said the reason why he plays the piano today is because of you.
That's amazing. Well, sure, and I'll play Happy Birthday to his wife too.
His wife, Fern.
Fern.
Yes.
F-E-R-N.
Yes.
And then look, what do we have here? We've got Henry Stanton wanted to hear Yellow Bird.
Yes.
Oh, that's a beautiful song. You know the story about that? I've been playing for the president since Truman. And the day that President Kennedy was assassinated, why, he happened to be a fan. And that morning, he and Jackie were in Fort Worth. They weren't in Dallas. They were getting ready for the big parade. And he had a little record player that he always carried with him. And that morning while he was shaving and she was getting ready for the big parade, why, he put my album of Yellow Bird on the turntable. And that's the last music that he ever heard.
Wow, what a story.
So, you know, you never know. You never know when you make records where they're going to end up. And now they tell me that that album is in the Kennedy Memorial Library. So I've been so lucky over the years. I really have. I just keep playing, and people are kind enough to want to hear an old guy like me after all these years. And I'm thrilled to be here in Charlotte. And let's see. Oh, Rhapsody in Blue for Patty Davis. Hi, Patty. Where are you? There she is. Hey, Patty, you got your VCR on? Because, boy, this one's especially for you. And Henry Statton wanted Yellow Bird. And Ted Chumley wanted Begin the Beguine. And, let's see, Fern wants, oh, yeah, Fern wants, yeah, happy birthday.
But first, Jim Brinkley would like to hear That's What Friends Are For, right there in Valdez, okay? Let's play, Roger.
Isn't that it? All right. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, will I start out with Rhapsody in Blue? Why not? I do now? How did I get into that?
dedicated to Helen at Stanton. Helen, there you go.
Helen Stanton.
Yes, that was for you.
Helen, that was just for you.
Fantastic, folks. If you would like to have a personal dedication to you from Mr. Roger Williams, we have time for you to call the number on the screen. We're going to be here for another hour and a half, so please take advantage of this history-making event in Charlotte. Gary DeSantis?
All right, Joey, thanks very much. Again, your pledges tonight at the $150 level. We will, Roger will play your song, whatever it is. He knows them all. So make that contribution at the $150 level, and we'll make that happen. Now, we've also got some other levels we'd like to tell you about. At the $250 level, we'll send you the video of the program Pop Goes the Ivories, which you saw a little earlier this evening. Along with that video, we'll send you 2 of Roger's CDs, his greatest hits, and Softly As I Leave You, which is a tribute to the late Frank Sinatra. And of course, at that $250 level, you'll also get the song of your choice played by Roger. At the $200 level, you get the video of Pop Goes the Ivories, and of course the 2 CDs, the greatest hits, and Softly As I Leave You. And then at $150, and this is where a lot of people have been calling in tonight to hear Roger play their favorite song with a dedication. That's at the $150 level. We really want to get all our phones busy tonight. Again, at the $120 level, we'll send you the video of Pop Goes the Ivories for a pledge of $120. And then if you want it to $75 level, we'll send you the CD of the greatest hits CD. Again, call those numbers on the screen. Let's keep our phone people busy tonight. Again, we're here to raise money for WTVI. As a member, your dollars enable us to purchase the programs. That's what we're doing with those dollars tonight. So make it count, and let's go back to Roger and Joey.
Roger Williams now has a very special message for you, Roger.
A special
There
message.
you go.
All right, here's my special message for those of you who have turned in late. I want to tell you something. Now listen. The fact that you're watching this program in the midst of all the sex and violence on TV tells me that you're a very special person. I mean that. You are a special person. And I want to tell you something else. If you're watching all these free programs on WTVI and not helping to support this great station, now come on. Nothing in life is really free. And when I was a kid, my mother, I'll never forget when she once told me, son, you don't think I notice when you're stealing cookies out of the cookie jar. But son, what happens when the cookie jar is empty and we don't have any money to buy cookies anymore? Well, PBS is a voice in the wilderness. Believe me, I've been around long enough to know that. They are a voice in the wilderness, and it's a candle in the wind, actually, that could be blown out at any time. Now, if we don't put a few cookies back in that jar, it will all end. And don't think I'm kidding. These people are on such a tight budget. People like Joey here come in and volunteer their time. So many people volunteer their time, and they just to keep this thing going. And tell me, will you help to keep this candle in the wind still blowing, still burning? There are only a few of you, and let's face it, there's only one of you if we really get down to it. Can we count on you? I've always said, take what you want out of life, but pay for it. Well, I'm not getting paid for this. I'm doing it because I believe. Believe me, I believe. Do you? Will you help us? I'm going over to the folks right now, and I hope that you'll call in and give me, hey, do you know something? You know what it would cost if you went on commercial TV and paid for 30 seconds of time? You know what it would cost you? Now, for $150, we'll not only dedicate it to you, I'll play your song, and you can turn on your VCR, and you'll have this memento for years and years to come after I'm gone. There's only a few of us left. This last week I lost, well, 2 weeks ago I lost one of my dear friends, Jack Lemmon. And another one was Carol O'Connor. Jack played a lot of piano, believe me he did. And we've lost Frank Patterson this year. We've lost, Chet Atkins.
Yes.
So many of the people are, and the big bands, there are no more big bands. They're all gone. There's nothing left for the kids except what PBS is doing. So come on, you guys. As I say, if you're watching this, you're a very special person. And we're counting on you. I'm going over here for
Roger,
just a
going
minute.
over to the phones there.
All right, we hope that you'll do as Roger has said and call in and do your share because, as he has said, what goes around comes around, and what we're looking for tonight is your involvement as a member of our station. Your dollars will make our programs possible. Somebody called in a request earlier tonight and said they're making the request because many years ago they had heard Roger and his music had changed their life. And we certainly hope that a lot of the programs that you see each and every week change your life, enrich your life. Maybe they inform you. Maybe they, as of tonight, they're entertaining you. And maybe for your children, they're educating those children as well. So if our programs, if this station makes a difference, then we ask you to support it. And tonight we just want to keep our phones busy with your involvement, your pledges of support. We certainly want to keep Roger busy. He's given up a Sunday night to come down here to Charlotte and to play your favorite song. And again, you can register your applause by calling the numbers on the screen. And let's get our phones ringing. Let's get every one of them busy tonight because we certainly want to make it happen. Roger?
And Gary, I'm going to answer the next phone that calls in.
All right. There you go. And now
Poisonal.
if Roger will pick up the phone, he's going to talk to you. You have a chance to talk to this man who's recorded over 115 albums and has certainly made his mark in the music industry. And we certainly want to thank him for coming down tonight. He's a member of public television. He's here because he believes in it. And we certainly hope that you do as well. And you can show us your belief by calling in your contribution tonight. Again, at $150, your contribution tonight. Roger will play your favorite song. We'll dedicate it as well. Doesn't matter what the song is. He knows them all. But we certainly would like to hear from you tonight.
I wish I did.
Maybe you joined TVI about a year ago. Maybe you joined us last August, and if you did, it's time to renew. You can renew your membership tonight by calling in and renewing that membership. Maybe you're already a member. Well, call in. You can make an additional gift. Maybe you've just recently moved to Charlotte from another community and you supported public television there. You can support it here as well tonight with a phone call. The numbers to call are on the screen. We certainly want to keep these phones coming. Don't forget, also, you can pay by credit card if you want. You can also go on an installment plan as well. If you'd rather pay a little bit each month, we'll set that up. Just let our operators know. But lots of thank you gifts tonight. At $150, you'll get the personal request from Roger at $75, and we'll send you the CD of his greatest hits at $120. We've got a video. So we've got all sorts of great things tonight for your contribution to public television and WTVI, your community station now for the last 36 years. But we certainly would like to hear from you tonight. Tell us what tell us maybe what just some of your favorite programs are. And somebody has called in. Roger is taking that call right now, as you can see. The numbers to call are on the screen. It doesn't matter what the song is. He certainly has heard most of them, but we would like to hear from you tonight. So let's go over to Lucy LeGrand. Luce?
Thanks, Gary. Gary's talking about how much Roger Williams has touched millions of our lives in the music he plays. And we know that WTVI has continued to touch your life every day. I've had the pleasure and great honor of being associated with the WTVI fundraising efforts for the last 5 years. And tonight we'd like to encourage you, if it's your first time, like Gary mentioned, that you're a new member of WTVI, you'd like to become a member, or you'd like to make a donation just because you care about this station. This station makes a great impact in the lives of the Charlotte metro community, and we need your support. And tonight, for a pledge of $200, you're going to receive a VHS copy, as Gary mentioned, of the Ivories concert with Roger Williams. Also going to include 2 CD copies of this great tribute to Frank Sinatra. It's a wonderful CD of Softly As I Leave You, it's called, featuring some of the great songs of Old Blue Eyes played by Roger Williams himself. We've had the real honor of having him live in our studio tonight with our live studio audience, but we'd like to hear from you because without your support, we can't continue to bring this wonderful programming into your home all throughout the year. Just make that call. It's so easy. Every dollar counts. If you can't make a contribution of $200, we would welcome $10, $15, $20. Just do what's right for you. We need to hear from you tonight. And remember, WTVI is about what public broadcasting stands for, bringing you quality programming from public affairs to great music. So give us a call. Gary? Oh, Joey. Joey's back. All right,
Hi,
great.
Lucy,
hey, Joey.
over here. We have Roger Williams' freeze frame right over here over my shoulder. What a dapper uniform, beautiful outfit this evening. You're going to be seeing this live here in just a few seconds. Yes, he is talking to our viewers tonight, so please, you have your opportunity to pick up the phone and call us, make your pledge. Keep in mind that you're not just pledging for tonight's concert and that special dedication, which will be very memorable for you, but you're also joining the WTVI family for the next year. This is quality television at its best. Local programming. Beverly, of course, does the children's shows and all the local shows that I had mentioned earlier. Charlotte Tonight, Health-Wise, and also Final Edition, in addition to the different documentaries that are produced here at WTVI, and the documentaries that we must purchase, and they're very expensive, as you can imagine. So please call and become a member of the family tonight. Roger Williams, he's right here to my right now.
Hey, we're getting some calls.
We're getting some
buddy.
calls. We're getting some calls. We're going to put you back to work, too.
Well, now listen, and I want to say hi to these folks, too. So just hold on.
Okay.
We got 4 right now.
Okay, get to work. We're going to get them to work talking. Gary DeSantis, you're good at talking. Go for it.
Just say hello to him for 1 second.
All right, well, as you see, Roger's on the phone bank. He wants to talk to you. He'd like to take your call as well. So the numbers to call are on the screen. We're going to put him back to work. Again, if you're just tuning in, you're watching live by request. We're live in the studios at WTVI. Believe me, live television doesn't get any better than this, and that's where we are tonight. Roger Williams is playing your songs tonight. If you contribute at least a pledge of $150, he'll play your favorite song and dedicate it to your loved one. So we'd like to hear from you tonight. We're still going to be here for a little bit, and Roger's raring to go. We'd like to, there we go, that's what we'd like to hear. Maybe that's you on the next phone. So if that's the case, let's do that. Let's get the phones busy. Let's have him tickle these ivories on this beautiful Steinway piano that we have as well. Now let me run through some of the great thank you gifts you get. As I said, at the $250 level, we'll send you the video of Popp Goes the Ivory. We showed that a little earlier this afternoon on WTVI. And along with that $250 on the video, you'll get 2 CDs, his greatest hits, and Softly As I Leave You, which is a dedication to the late Frank Sinatra. And also at that level, you get your favorite song played by Roger Williams as well. At the $200 level, we'll send you the video and the 2 CDs. At the $150 level, we'll play your favorite song. Roger Williams will play your favorite song at a pledge of $150. If you'd like to get just the video of Popp Goes the Ivories, that's for a pledge of $120. Or if you'd like the CD of his greatest hits, that's for a pledge of $75. And of course, that has all of Roger's great songs on them as well. But we want to hear from you tonight. It really doesn't matter the amount of your contribution tonight. We want to rally our phones. We certainly would like Roger to have great memories of Charlotte tonight and talking to you and taking your requests. And we'd certainly like to rally these phones because that's the best way you can register your applause tonight. Give us a call. Become a member of WTVI. We're having some fun here tonight. But more importantly, the dollars you're contributing enable us to buy our programs and provide our educational services. That's what we do when you become the next member of WTVI. Call the numbers on the screen. We're going to be going back to Roger here in just a couple of minutes.
In the meantime, our WTVI board, very busy. Roger Williams over there taking your phone calls. So this is the prime opportunity. Here we just have a little bit more than an hour of our special live program tonight here at WTVI with Roger Williams. Please call the number on your screen. You can dedicate a song to a loved one, to yourself if you wish. Be sure your VCR is on record and play and capture this special moment. As we said earlier tonight, we're making history here in Charlotte. And this is a chance for you to continue the great tradition of WTVI in your community. Not only here in Charlotte, but the surrounding areas. This is the second fastest growing market in the country, and we are so proud of what's happening here. And please, we're vibrant. We want to keep it that way, and this is your community television station, so please support it. Lucy LeGrand. Lucy. Gary DeSantis.
Okay, let's go. Again, it's by request, live by request with Roger Williams. We're going to go back to more of his songs in just a minute. As I said earlier, maybe once upon a time you used to receive the WTVI program guide, Inside WTVI. Remember that? Used to come to your house every month, used to talk about all the great programs that we had in the upcoming month, and maybe you're not receiving it anymore. You know why? Because your membership expired and you're no longer a member. We only send those to current members. So if you've been wondering, you know, I got to call TVI and figure out where my guide is, it's because your membership has lapsed. So you can renew your membership tonight. Call the number on the screen. Pledge at whatever level you'd like. If you'd like to have a song by Roger, it's at the $150 level. Put that pledge on a credit card. We would appreciate that. You can go on an installment plan. We'll send you an invoice if you want to pay us by check. We certainly want to hear from you because those dollars enable us to buy more of the programs that you like, Nature's and Nova's and Masterpiece Theater and Antiques Roadshow. And Roger, let me ask you a quick question. question. You've been on the phone. What are a lot of these people saying tonight? What are the sentiments of Charlotte tonight?
I'll tell you this. There's some great, great people that live in this city. They have been so kind, and by golly, they remember me. Now, that's something, isn't it? Some of them go back 50 years or so.
I got a question. I've been dying to ask you because I've really been intently, in fact, I've been into the camera shots tonight because I'm peeking around trying to watch you play.
With your gift of gab, I could really make it, Gary.
How often do you practice? Do you practice every day?
Yeah, I practice every day. I still haven't found an easy way, and I'm looking because I'm naturally lazy. As I said, I'm a very disciplined guy. And I do a lot of things that I don't like to do, but I know, you know, when I was in college, I made a list of all the things that I didn't like to do, but I figured if I did them, maybe I could really make it. And I've gone over that list through the years. I hate it, but it works for me, and I practice very hard. We've had a rough piano here tonight. Steinway, I don't know what happened with them, but they sent along one that didn't work too well, but by golly, we're making it work.
Well, Mr. Wilcox has got about 4 or 5 titles up on the board. Can we ask you to go to the piano and hear some more of your fabulous music?
You bet you can, Gary. Right. That's what you got me here for, okay?
I'm going to turn you over to Joey, and off you go.
Okay,
Roger Williams.
Roger Williams, ladies and gentlemen.
Back to work, Roger.
Back to work.
We're having a great time with you.
Wow. You know what? I'm amazed so many of our audience have stayed for all these hours. You guys are gluttons for punishment. We're having fun here tonight, and I'm playing so many great songs. Let's see what we got up on the... Oh, yeah, The Man I Love, to my wife, Carolyn, from Ted Kelly. Ted, that's awfully nice of you to do that for Carolyn. And believe me, I'll play it for you. Margaret Ware. Margaret, are you out there? You going to wave at me? And that's to Ted Ware. 50 years of marriage. By golly, you're doing something right. That's what I say every time I do one of these. I'm doing something right. And they want till the... What a great tune. Till the end of time after 50 years. So that's for Ted Ware and Margaret. And for Frank Keithley from his sister and daughter. They wanted I'll Be Loving You Always from his sister and daughter. Oh, and another one, Polly Castus asked for the same song in memory of her husband, Lou. Always. That's a beautiful, beautiful song. Let's see, Irving Berlin wrote that way back at the beginning of the century. Any of you folks remember that tune? It's a beautiful song. Let's start out with that, okay?
live in the WTVI studios. Fantastic. We were talking a little bit earlier, the artists that we've lost recently. Did you ever have a chance to work with Victor Borge?
Oh, yeah. Just 2 years ago, he played Minneapolis on a Saturday night. I played Sunday afternoon. And we both had sellouts. And I came to his concert that night, and we had a great time afterwards talking over old times. And he was having trouble with his teeth at that time. And he said, Raj, I don't feel too good. But he said, by golly, I'm going to keep playing until I can't play anymore. And I said, Victor, you really are a genius. This man, he was afraid. He was afraid to play in public, as many of us have been over the years. And he'd play and he'd make a mistake. And finally he said, frankly, he told me, he said, I just said the hell with it. And he said, when I made a mistake, I would look at the audience and say, okay, which one of you did it? And he said, they'd laugh.
I saw him in concert at Catawba College years ago. He was wonderful.
Well, and he made a whole career out of goofs. You know, it isn't what you have in life. It's what you do with what you have. I have seen people that don't have any legs, don't have any arms, other people that are completely deaf that have made fabulous careers just because it isn't what they had, it's that they did with what they had. When I was in the Navy, I got my hand caught. I was shoving a shell into one of the big guns, and the breech came down on my hands. And Dr. Ostrom, the guy that looked at it, said, we may have to amputate this one finger. And I said, no, come on. I said, just let me get well. And I did. And I worked so hard with these hands, trying to get them working again. But if you really want to do it, believe me, Joey, it's amazing what you can do.
You have to work for it. And that's why we're here tonight, to put you to work, to help raise some money for WTVI, Roger. And you've been so gracious to be here with us tonight. And we thank you so much. You're such an inspiration to all of us. Thank you so much.
And I want to thank all of you folks here in Charlotte. As I said, you've been so good to me over the years, I think I'm entitled to say it's good to be home.
So please call us right now. The number's on your screen. Here at WTVI, you can get a personal dedication from Roger Williams. Gary DeSantis.
Okay, Joey, I want to run through some of the thank you gifts we have for the callers tonight. We'd like to get our phones ringing once again. Let's start at the $250 level. For a pledge of $250, and you become a member of WTVI tonight, we'll send you the video of Popp Goes the Ivories, along with two CDs, two of Roger's CDs, his greatest hits, and the other one is Softly As I Leave You, which is a tribute to the late Frank Sinatra. And also at that level, you will get your favorite song dedicated by Roger himself. At the $200 level, you get the video of Popp Goes the Ivories and the two CDs, the greatest hits and Softly As I Leave You. At $150, and that's where most of the calls have been coming in tonight, you pledge $150 and Roger Williams will play your favorite song and dedicate it to the special someone in your life. At the $120 level, we have the video of Popp Goes the Ivories. And then at the $75 level, we have the Roger Williams Greatest Hits CD. So pick your level. Make your contribution tonight based on the value of public television and WTVI and what it means to have these kinds of programs available to you and your family 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Because these programs that you see week in and week out are made possible not by us. We're the conduit. We basically put them together and put them down the pipeline. But when you turn them on, it's your dollars, you, that make the programs possible. You are enriching the community by making these shows possible. So if it's important to you, if you used to be a member, join tonight with you. If you're a current member, make an additional gift tonight above and beyond that regular membership. But let's hear from you. Roger's only going to be here for a little more, and then he's going to say bye-bye. So we certainly would like to send them off in grand style with all these phones ringing tonight with songs dedicated to you and your loved ones and played by Roger Williams. Joey.
Gary, I really like that haircut. You
do?
look fantastic.
I'll give you the name of my barber, Joey. He can do the same thing for you.
All right. Lucy LeGrand, over to you and Roger Williams.
Thank you, Joey. And I am so fortunate to actually be standing next to the Roger Williams.
Come on, Lucy.
Well, I got to tell you, I'm a huge fan, Roger, because I do a little singing on the side and been singing some of your songs for a long time. So I'm a big fan.
You're a singer.
Well, I try to be.
Pretty and sings.
Oh, hey,
She's got it made.
That's 100 points. That's 100 points. Roger, I am standing next to a big fan of yours, Kathy Mullis, and she's got a special pledge she wants to send out to her colleagues this evening. I thought I'd let her tell us about it. Kathy?
Well, I would like to challenge my colleagues at Mercy Hospital South to call in and support this great station. Please.
All right, Kathy, that's great. So you heard it first from Kathy Mullis. Our first real challenge of the evening, but we'd like to challenge all of you out there to encourage your colleagues, your company, to get out and just pick up the phone tonight. If you know someone you work with, just make that quick call. Roger, there's one song that nobody has mentioned this evening, and I think I'm a big fan of it. What do you think about On a Clear Day?
Beautiful song. You want me to play it just for you?
Just for me, would you?
Oh, I'd be glad to.
And all the other great females out there.
Yeah, I'll dedicate this number to all you pretty girls out there. And I'm very safe in saying that, as lately I've been described as a sex symbol for women who no longer care.
Well, hey. I think there's more. I think we can compliment you in a better way than that, my friend. Well, let's hear On a Clear Day when you get a second.
You bet I will.
And call that number on your screen. We need your support tonight. And Kathy, again, you want to reissue your challenge to your colleagues?
All my friends and those who are not at Mercy Hospital South, please call.
That's right. Just pick up the phone, folks. It's so easy to do. WTVI can't do it without you. And Roger, we want to thank you for what you've done for the station tonight.
Oh, come on. We've had a lot of fun.
We have. And I would say one thing about your music. I would say powerful and moving. Anybody ever told you that before?
Well, listen, we all do our thing. I'm a lousy golfer. So, but I do play the piano, and I do really enjoy it. Now, look, you guys. You are not calling in right now. Some of you have been really great during the evening, but you're not calling in. And if you call in, by golly, I'll run over and say hi, especially to you. It would be my pleasure. In the meantime, I guess you want to hear me play, okay? So let's do it.
Let's do. Please make a call, and let's hear from Roger Williams again. Gary, you with us over there?
Right, we just want to reiterate the challenge that Kathy has made to the employees of Mercy South. We'd like to hear from you tonight. Call the numbers on the screen and make a contribution to TVI. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to hear more from the fabulous Roger Williams.